Have you ever stopped, truly stopped, to wonder where all of this came from? The stars scattered across the night sky, the planets spinning silently through darkness, the galaxies drifting like islands in a cosmic sea, and even you, living, breathing, thinking. Where did it all begin? Tonight, we leave behind the world we know and journey across time itself, back beyond history, back before stars, before atoms, before light, all the way to the moment the universe took its very first breath. This is the story of the universe's birth, a story where science meets mystery and where reality becomes more astonishing than imagination. In this documentary, we will explore the greatest origin story ever told, how the universe began. We'll unravel the events that shaped everything, from the Big Bang to the universe's fiery early moments, to the rise of the first stars and galaxies. No complicated equations, no confusing physics, only the most important ideas, explained simply and dramatically. Because the moment you understand how the universe started, you begin to understand your own place within it. Imagine compressing the entire universe. Every star, every planet, every mountain, every ocean, every atom inside your body, into a single point. A point smaller than a grain of sand, hotter than a trillion suns, denser than anything we can imagine. 13.8 billion years ago, that point was everything that existed. And then something happened. It wasn't an explosion that tore through empty space. There was no empty space. Instead, space itself began to stretch. Rapidly, violently, unstoppably. The Big Bang was not a blast. It was the sudden expansion of reality. Imagine a balloon inflating. As it expands, every point moves away from every other point. There's no center, just expansion everywhere. This moment set the rules of the universe, the laws of physics, the flow of time, the structure of matter. In an instant, the cosmic story began. For the first tiny fractions of a second, the universe was a storm of pure energy. Temperatures soared so high that the basic building blocks of matter, quarks and electrons, flashed in and out of existence. It was a chaotic dance, a cosmic firestorm, a universe too wild for structure. But as space continued to stretch, something beautiful happened. The universe began to cool, and cooling brought order. Quarks fused into protons. Protons joined with neutrons. The first atomic nuclei were born, all within the first 3 minutes. Hydrogen, helium, a trace of lithium. These were the first elements, the raw ingredients of everything to come. The universe was still dark, still hot, still violent, but it now had matter, a foundation, waiting to be shaped. For the next 380,000 years, the universe was filled with a brilliant fog of charged particles. Light existed, but it couldn't escape. It bounced endlessly, scattered in every direction. Imagine being inside a glowing cloud, so dense that you can't see even a few inches ahead. That was the early universe. But cooling continued, slowly, steadily, and then a moment of transformation. Electrons finally attached themselves to nuclei. Atoms formed, mostly hydrogen, with a hint of helium. And when they did, light broke free. For the first time in cosmic history, photons could move across space unblocked. This ancient light still travels today. We can detect it with special telescopes. It's called the cosmic microwave background, the oldest light in the universe, a faint, glowing echo from the universe's childhood, a cosmic photograph printed across the entire sky. The universe had light. It had matter, but it was still dark to human eyes. Hydrogen gas drifted in vast clouds, stretching across millions of light years. And in this silence, gravity began its. Tiny clumps of gas grew heavier, 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 over tens of millions of years. These clumps collapsed in on themselves. Pressures rose, temperatures soared, and at last, at the heart of these collapsing clouds, something extraordinary happened. The first stars ignited. These weren't stars like the sun. They were monsters, hundreds of times larger, millions of times brighter, burning with furious blue light. They lived fast and died young, but in their short lives, They performed the most important job in the universe. They created heavier elements: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, the ingredients of planets, the ingredients of oceans, the ingredients of life. When these giant stars died, they exploded in colossal supernovae, scattering these elements across the cosmos. The universe was no longer simple, no longer empty. It was becoming rich, complex, and full of possibility. As stars gathered in clusters, these clusters grew into galaxies, massive cities of light, orbiting around invisible halos of dark matter. Spiral galaxies, elliptical galaxies, irregular galaxies, each one with billions, sometimes trillions, of stars. Collisions were common. Galaxies merged, tore each other apart, reassembled into grand new shapes. The universe became a cosmic web, a vast structure of filaments and voids, stretching across unimaginable distances. It was like watching the universe paint itself, stroke by stroke, color by color. One of the strangest truths about the universe is that everything is moving apart, not because galaxies are flying through space, but because space itself is stretching. Everywhere, in every direction, there is no center, there is no edge. To imagine this, think of a loaf of raisin bread rising. As the dough expands, every raisin moves away from every other raisin, not because the raisins are moving, but because the dough itself is growing. That's our universe, expanding, cooling, transforming, even today. And now, after 13.8 billion years of cosmic evolution, we find ourselves here, on a small planet, orbiting an ordinary star, in a quiet corner of the Milky Way. Yet everything around us was forged by processes older than imagination. The calcium in your bones was born in ancient stars. The iron in your blood came from a supernova. The oxygen you breathe was shaped in stellar furnaces. You are not separate from the universe. You are made of it. You carry its history. In every atom of your body, we have mapped the distant galaxies. We have measured cosmic expansion. We have captured the universe's first light. We have recreated the early moments of the Big Bang in giant particle colliders. And yet, the biggest questions remain unanswered. What caused the Big Bang? What existed before time? What is space made of? What is dark matter? What is dark energy? Why does the universe exist at all? The more we learn, the deeper the mystery becomes. But that is the beauty of science. Every answer opens a new door. Every discovery lights a new path. Every question pulls us forward. The universe is still unfolding, still expanding, still writing its story. And so are we. If you enjoyed this journey to the beginning of everything, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Because the story of the universe is also the story of you.